Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. The Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the 2025 Spring Nationals this Friday and Saturday at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. Admission is free for anyone to come and watch. The Expo Kitchen is open all day, both days for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Start time is at 8 a.m. both days. As always, coolers are welcome at the Keokuk County Expo. Tractors are coming in from all over the country for this pull. The tractor pull is all indoors at the livestock barn. The show will go on rain or shine. Once again, the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the 2025 Spring Nationals this Friday and Saturday at the Expo. Jody's Journeys is going to the Noah's Ark and Creation Museum in Petersburg, Kentucky, May 27th through the 30th. Join Jody Griner with Jody's Journeys and create memories for a lifetime with this incredible experience. Seats are extremely limited. Call Jody now to reserve your seat. Experience Bible history at the life-size Noah's Ark. Contact Jody at 641-660-6417. Email her or go to Jody's Journeys on Facebook for more information. Hey, and welcome in. It is time for the sports section here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and maybe you're listening to it in podcast form. We are coming to you live from Barn Wired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. You can call in your order at 641-622-9912. They've got breakfast this morning. They've got, of course, all sorts of coffee. Get in here for whatever you need to get going on a Saturday. It is a blustery day here in southeast Iowa after a stormy night last night. We've got Jenny Hobbs as our guest, or I should say our host. You're not the guest, you're the host. And we're going to start off with Trenton Hol from North Mahaska Shooting and his coach. Jenny, take it away.
All right, so Trenton, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, what grade you are, what other sports maybe you play, and then we'll get into the cool stuff, all right?
Yeah, I'm a senior at North Mahaska, and I played football, and I used to play basketball, but that's about all the sports I've ever played.
Are you a farm kid? Are you in 4-H, FFA, that sort of stuff?
Kind of a farm kid. Dad puts in drainage tile, field tile, so.
The big equipment.
Yeah. So,
oh, do you get to drive it?
No.
Oh.
I'm not that high up yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you will be sooner or later. And you being a senior, you are having to decide on colleges or trade school, whatever you choose. What have you chosen to do after high school?
So I'm going to go to William Penn for industrial technology, and I'm going to be on their shotgun sports team. So be basically doing the same thing now for shooting.
Good. So that's what I was going to get into, is that he earned his college scholarship for his trap shooting. So tell us a little bit about your career as a trap shooter for North Mahaska.
Yeah, so I switched to North Mahaska my freshman year, and then sophomore year is my first varsity year. I was JV freshman year. So sophomore year I placed 5th at state trap, and so that, I think it was 5-way tie, so I ended up placing 5th after that. And then my junior year I placed 3rd, and it was a 4-way tie for first. And I shot a 199 both those years out of 200. And then I won sporting clays, and so that made me the Sporting Clays All-State team captain.
Ooh.
And then at the end of the year, I shot good enough in skeet that I won the high overall, so that takes your trap, skeet, and Sporting Clay scores and combines them all. And I had the highest one, so I won the high overall.
So you're the state champion. You're the best in the state.
Yeah.
Now, is that broke up into classes, or that just all one class? You're the best in the state.
Are you talking about how football's 1A,
2A? Yeah.
No, it's all together. So they don't break it up like that. So
you should be Like, who are you recruited by to go trap shooting?
I
I don't know what schools have trap shooting or shotgun shot, whatever the name of it is.
I talked to Indian Hills, and then obviously William Penn, Hawkeye, Community College, and then Wartburg a little bit, and that's all I've really looked
like
into.
Alabama didn't come calling or anything? No,
that's a little far.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what got you into trap shooting? Like, are you an avid hunter?
Yeah, I like hunting, but I think it was I seen the flyer or the sheet for it. I think I was in 5th grade, and I really wanted to do it, so I ended up going out for it, and then ever since I've done it. So,
do you compete in the off season?
Yeah, me and my little brother do a lot of open shoots, or we'll go. Oski has open nights a lot, so you just go there and shoot, and about every week we'll be down at Oski doing something. So
okay, good. Now I'm going to ask the coach. Speaking of Oski, do you guys have a home range? Where do you practice at?
So most of all of our practices are at Big Springs up by Searsboro. That's ran by Brownells. So that's where we do our practices on Wednesday nights. But obviously you don't get to Trent's level and some of the other ones that are going to college by just shooting a couple rounds on a Wednesday night. Like Trent said, they do more shooting. They go to the open shoots. They put in the extra time.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the North Mahaska team. You said that you have a whole bunch of kids out, so which is awesome. So just tell us about your team and what your expectations are for the season.
The team, I think when I took over coaching, we had around 14 kids, and we're up to around 25, 26 kids, which is, to me, a really good turnout for a smaller school. A couple of years ago, we went from just trap team to ski and sporting clays, and Trent and his family helped us branch out into that. I think there's 6 seniors this year, and at least half of them are committed to colleges. So pretty good turnout for our shooting team.
Excellent. So I'm sure a lot of our viewers are not real familiar with team dynamics. So how many kids like shoot varsity, like how many are on a team that you can, like 5 on a team and 4 scores count, or how does that work?
Yeah, your question's a little more complicated. It all changed this year.
Okay.
So the scoring all changed. It used to be Trent and then 4 others would be on a squad just for trap. So they would compete individually, and those 5 would compete for a team score or their squad score at the same time. Okay. Now you can have, I think we got 13 varsity kids, and we'll take the top 5 of those scores this year. So whether on squad 1, squad 2, squad 3, it doesn't really matter. We're going to take the top 5 and an individual high score of that as well.
Okay, good. So everybody gets to shoot.
Everybody gets to shoot.
And
everybody
has
gets to
a
play.
chance to score.
Absolutely.
For varsity.
And we start with intermediate in 6th grade. Intermediate advanced is the next step. Your freshman year, you're normally JV, and then sophomore, junior, senior, you're at the varsity level.
Oh, wow, that's a great opportunity for more kids to compete and actually have a chance to score for varsity. That's awesome. So let's go back to what's your gun?
So recently, I just got it's called a Kohler, and they're more of a sport or like a competition gun. They're based out of Wisconsin, and we went up there and got Where did we go? I think we went after we went to nationals. So we went up there, got that, and so far I really liked it a lot. So
I'm not a gun person. I grew up on the farm. My brother hunts, but I've never got into it. Now, when you go get a gun, is it fitted? Does that make sense? Like the length, the barrel, the whatever you hang on to?
So, some are.
The shoulder thing?
So when you go, you can kind of pick your barrel, how long you want your barrel.
Okay.
And then if you go to a higher place, you can get your hand carved in or like make it fit for you, but that's all custom stuff, more money. So
okay,
yeah,
I didn't
you got to jump in. You can make that as simple as you want. You can grab Grandpa's old gun or whatever you have, and you can go all the way up to like what Trenton has and have it custom made and fitted to fit only you.
Okay, let's talk about. Do you have any sponsors? Do you want to give some shout outs? Because I'm sure trap shooting team is probably even more expensive than most other teams because of the ammo and supplies.
It is very expensive. Our ammo orders at a time are around $10,000 to $12,000 to $15,000 when we go to order ammo for the year. We don't have sponsors. We'll gladly take some if anybody wants to jump on there and be a sponsor, but we make up for it in the fundraising and donations. That's what we really push for, that, because obviously it is very expensive and costly.
Yeah.
It's $1,200-$1,300 minimum to put one kid just through trap shooting. That's not skeet and sporting clays like what Trent and his brother and some of the other kids are doing. So it racks up a cost pretty fast.
And obviously, probably the kids have to supply their own gun. There's not like school guns.
No, we don't have any team guns. We have some that the coaches will offer once in a while if somebody needs something, but that's pretty much on you to supply your gun, and then we'll pretty much supply everything else.
Okay. Okay, so you said you went to nationals. How'd that go?
Good. I shot my best in sporting clays ever, but me and my little brother made it'd be the all-state team. So five people from Iowa went up to nationals, and their score counted to go against all the states that went. Mm-hmm. So me and him, I think, was it third or was it fifth that squad placed? It was. I don't remember which one, but it was one of them. But we did good as a state. So then that was with, like, I think Ankeny had some kids, and there was just a couple kids pieced in here from there. So we were all on a squad.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about shooting? I mean, I can guess what I would love most. Release a little stress, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I really like that it's like an individual sport, but at the same time it's a team sport. It's because, like, you could shoot really well for, like, yourself one day, and your teammates might not have a good day, but that's not gonna, like, hurt your placement. Like if it was in football or basketball, and if one person's having a good day, it might not turn out like you wanted it to. So I like that different aspect of the sport.
Good, yeah, good. Coach, you have anything else you want to add? I mean, what's your goal for this season? So now he was a state champion. Was your team a state champion?
Like he said, at state, we compete against, you can pick any of the bigger schools from all the way to Ankeny to Pella Christian to Davenport or Burlington. There's no 1A, 2A, 3A. So we compete against them all. They just may have more kids trying to get that score. I thought we did a great job last year. I would like to see us in something like we did last year. If we could have another season like that, I would be tickled. So overall, you want them to have fun, you want them to improve, and if Little North Mahaska is placing at the state level in the top 5 or tied for first like Trent has, Trent's little brother won it last year too in his division. Both brothers shoot great. I would be happy with something comparable to what we did last year. Okay.
So I guess I don't know how long Steve wants me to talk with you guys, but now what's your background as far as skeet shooting and...
My background before I started coaching was zero. I've been a firearms instructor for close to 20 years for my full-time job. So the fundamentals and gun safety, that's all there. But to start learning trap, skeet, and sporting clays was brand new. The coach before me, his kids were done. He was still coaching. It's one of those things where he was ready to be done with it, and nobody was picking up the program. I actually said no several times, and then I learned we were not going to have a program. So somebody needed to step up, and before I said yes, to have a good program, you need good assistant coaches and you need good people there. So I went and found some people that were willing to help me because I can't be there all the time. So once they committed, I committed, and I think we've all done a great job at it, and we've grown every year.
Well, give a shout out to your assistant coaches. You can name drop.
And drop them all.
Yeah.
Scott and Mandy Hudnut, they do a great job. They were one of the first phone calls. Clay Byer, Clay Grandia, and Trent's dad, Craig Hall, sitting over there.
Good.
I was going to ask how many. You're in the South Iowa Cedar League, right?
Or
there's really no league.
I was going to say as far as like other sports, but as far as the shooting, are there many teams around Southeast Iowa?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the, I hate to say it and be wrong, but it's one of the fastest growing sports in the Midwest. I don't know about the nation, but at least the Midwest. Every team grows. All the smaller schools pretty much have one. And if your school doesn't have it, you can go to the next closest school that does have it and join that team. Mm-hmm. So it is very popular. We're going to host our home tournament here April 5, and we actually had to make it a little bit smaller. We have somewhere between 450 and 500 kids that will come shoot at our tournament in Ottumwa April 5th.
Nice.
So it's very popular.
Little fun fact for you. Back in the day in PE classes at Keota, they used to shoot skeet. Yeah, clay pigeons, my bad. They used to shoot clay pigeons.
Shoot trap, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to probably shoot trap. And that's what most of the teams start as. And if their program's going successful or they have kids that want to do it, we get into the skeet and sporting clays. And to me, that's more fun.
I mean, they did it during PE class in high school. Like the kids would go down the nature trail and they'd dig out, I don't know, park clay pigeons.
Yep.
And they're like, yep, we used to shoot them in high school. I can't even imagine shooting a gun during PE class with.
Of course, back in our day,
With
Jenny,
no training,
it
probably.
wasn't uncommon for people to come to school with their shotgun.
That's
and,
true. Put it on the rack in the back of the on the
It
truck.
does create a little bit of a problem because you can't have the guns at school or the guns in a parking lot or anything like that or in your car. So we have to find ways to stage them or put them somewhere. So then right after school they can head to practice and have all their gear.
Oh, I never thought about that. That is a pretty intense question. Well, congratulations. It sounds like you guys have a great program, and congratulations on your state championship last year, your college scholarship, and good luck this year.
Any big plans heading into William Penn? Again, what are you going to be majoring in?
Industrial design or industrial technology.
Okay.
So.
And do you plan on sticking around Southeast Iowa? Are you a Southeast Iowa type of guy?
Yeah, I'll probably stick around. I'm not going to go very far, so.
Awesome. All right, Jenny, you got anything else?
I don't. Good luck.
Well, hey, before
Best
you
of
get
luck
out
this
of here,
year.
we do need to get a picture. I always tend to forget this, so let's get a quick picture here. In 3, 2, and 1. Do you guys have a Facebook page or anything for the shooting team?
We do. North Mahaska Shooting Sports. You can look up there and see some of our accomplishments, but you also get my random postings. Like tomorrow's going to be picture day, so you're going to get the random postings. But yeah, Come check it out. We post pretty much up to date of what we're doing.
Okay, awesome. Well, Trenton Hol and Coach Van Wielden.
Tracy Vanderweel.
Vanderweel,
close enough.
Vanderweel. You get close to Pella, you get all those Vanders.
It's all the van names. It's fine. We're all related.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming down on this Saturday morning and being part of the sports section. Sorry for butchering your name. We'll have to do it again next year with maybe some of the other guys and gals from the
sounds
team.
good. Glad to be back.
All right, appreciate you. That is, again, the North Mahaska shooting team from New Sharon. Let's take a break. We'll transition into Reanah Utterback from Sigourney-Keota Wrestling right after this.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or online at www.aerealtyinc.com.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media, and of course we thank our host sponsor and our host venue for the sports section, and that is Barn Wired here on the south side of the square in Sigourney. And we had Trenton Hol from North Mahaska Shooting Sports in here just a few minutes ago. We thank Trenton and his coach, which I'm not going to say the coach's name because I'm going to mess it up again. But we do have Reanah Utterback. Reanah, we've been trying for a few weeks. Man, it's been a busy winter for you, obviously. And it's time to talk some wrestling with our three-time state champ. By the way, Reanah, before we get into the interview, I've been thinking about T-shirt ideas.
Yeah.
You need to do a T-shirt where it says Reanah Utter back to back to back.
Oh,
it's a moneymaker. Yeah. I'm telling you. And I'm giving you the idea. Rihanna Utter back to back to back.
I like that. Right. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Jenny, we'll throw it to you. Let's talk to Rihanna.
Okay, well, I guess it's, I didn't realize it, but it is Championship Saturday. I didn't realize that Trenton Hol was a state champion shooting last year, and now we have, well, we all know and love Reanah here, and it's an honor for me to sit here with you because I'm just in awe of your greatness. Because I just love mentally tough kids, and I just get chills. It's so awesome. So tell us a little bit about the season. You end up 55-0.
I believe so.
Okay, that's what that's what I read.
I don't remember.
Now, out of those 55 wins, how many of them were pins?
All 55.
Nice.
I knew that answer too. So,
55.
Let's get into the tough questions, right? I mean, everybody that's watching knows you and knows your history, and so I did read an article once that you kind of miss competing against the boys because it's a little bit more of a challenge, maybe.
Yeah, at some points I do, but at others I'm just glad that I can still at least be wrestling somewhere. Whether it's since it was on the girls' side the last 2 years, I'm just glad that I could be out there wrestling.
So, have we seen we had the Caitlin Clark effect, where all these little girls come out and want to play basketball? Have we seen the Reanah Utterback effect in wrestling?
Sometimes I do, yeah, but others it's not so much. Kind of depends. And it's not always just younger girls. Sometimes it's girls that are my age or just a few years younger. So it's kind of just all over. So, but I'm glad that I could be a role model for these girls.
Good. And I came to the junior high meet here in Sigourney because a bunch of Keota girls, all my basketball girls, actually wrestled after, because junior high split season, which is great, so they can play basketball and then they can wrestle, and a lot of them took that opportunity and did great. So I came over and I was just so impressed. 3 mats going, and there's just hundreds of girls wrestling, and again, that makes me happy because, to me, wrestling, track is such a mental toughness sport because it's you against whoever. So that it's good to see. So what's next for you?
So right now I leave for basic in August, the end of August, to go. I'm in the Army National Guard, so I go to basic and AIT for that this summer. And then once I come back, I'm going to go to college, just not 100% sure where right now. I'm still keeping my options open and going on visits and stuff and trying to figure out where I want to go.
So is your mailbox stuffed with letters from recruiting letters?
I've had a lot of places reach out to me. Whether it was, from I get a lot of people that will they send them in the mail or they text me on social media. I even have a lot of them that text my mom and then she sends it to me. So it's just kind of a lot to process, and there's just a lot of them. So just trying to narrow it down to which schools that would be best for me.
Now, do you have a top 5, 10? Can you share that with us, or is this? I mean, I don't want to exclude. Now, if she doesn't say your school, you're not out of the running. Okay, keep the letters coming. But Is there going to be some announcement that you narrowed it down to the top 5, like big time recruits, which you are a big time recruit?
If there's going to be an announcement, we're going to do it live on Steve Shetler Media.
If you say so.
Can we get a preview right now?
I don't know. I haven't really narrowed it down anywhere yet, but we went to Upper Iowa yesterday on a visit. Lovely place.
Oh, I love Fayette. Yeah,
it's a really nice place. It'll only be their second year of wrestling, so it's like a newer program, which is good to see that they have a lot of recruits and stuff coming out there. So that's an option. I'm going to Loris next weekend to visit Iowa, Wartburg, Simpson, William Penn. There's more, but those are just some that I can think of off the top of my head.
And I know the Wartburg men's wrestling program is always national champions.
Yeah.
And so how are the Wartburg women?
The women actually are doing really well, especially for it being like only like I think second, third year program. They're actually doing pretty well. And you see a lot about them on like Facebook and stuff with like how they're wrestling and stuff.
How serious is Iowa recruiting you? I know these are really deep questions. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot here, but I'm really curious. I used to coach college basketball, so I know kind of the whole recruiting thing, and so I'm just curious on how intense Iowa is recruiting you.
I feel like right now Iowa hasn't really recruited as much as they normally do, but I feel like it's also because they have so many great girls that are there in wrestling to where they have at least 2 to 3 at every weight that are like super tough girls. So, but I'm still keeping my options open with Iowa, just waiting to see what happens.
And with it also being a younger program, I'm sure they have younger. It's hard to say, oh, hey, I want to offer you a scholarship when I have a freshman, a sophomore, and a junior already on the roster. Which is, I understand that side of things, but I also know that you're really, really good. And so, what do you got going on this summer to keep you in shape? Have you taken any time off?
Yeah, I took a month off, so from state until like a few weeks ago, just to give my body a little bit of a break. But we're back at it. The next thing we have is nationals in Spokane, Washington.
I love Washington State.
So we'll be there in the first week of April, and then we go to Vegas 2 weeks after that. So we're still going to be busy.
Good.
And then we'll be going to Fargo and stuff like that.
Fargo, yeah. North Dakota. Okay, so what?
The wood chippers.
Yeah, stay away.
The movie.
Yeah,
I have no clue what that is.
Okay, it's okay, yeah. There's a TV show too, Fargo. Anywho, so what? Tell me what you're doing for fun right now. We got to get a little non-serious here. What's going on around Sigourney?
I like to play soccer during this season. I play soccer also, and so far practices have been open gyms have been going well.
So practice starts Monday, right?
Yeah, practice starts Monday. We actually have like 6 girls out, so it's a good thing to see that we have more girls coming out. We're hoping to build a girls program for that here shortly, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years. I like to draw. I like to do art. I'm kind of artsy when it comes to things. So those are kind of things I do for fun. Or just hang out with my parents and my family.
There you go.
Even though half the time my family's not even around, they're working.
So I always, when I was in college, spring break, everybody would go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd come home and hang out with the family.
We don't ever go anywhere for spring break.
I never
just
did.
like going home.
Yeah. Well,
but
spring break too.
Get a spring break.
I know. We don't. But in college, like spring break, when you go to, it'll be after wrestling season.
Yeah.
And it was always after basketball season for me. So it was like, I just want to sleep on the couch for a week.
Yeah.
I need a break. So that was my break.
Yeah.
So basic training. Are you getting excited for that?
Yeah, I'm excited. I go to drill like once a month anyways, so like that kind of prepares you for it. But I don't know. it'll be a new change, and I'm excited to go out and do it. I don't know, just serve my country. It'll be fun.
That is so awesome. So 3-time state champion.
Yep.
I think I saw your record. Oh gosh, I forget how many wins. It was
My overall record?
Yeah. Like with what?
I think what we came up with was 187 and 16, I think.
I remember there was
I'm not
16,
sure.
but that
Something
was all
like
against,
that.
Is that all against guys?
Yeah.
So a girl's never beaten you?
No.
In high school?
No. Wrestling, well, the last 2 years, I think we had 104 straight wins from the girls' side. So.
No, that's awesome. Like, seriously, I'm like totally not worthy.
The GOAT. I've been calling you the GOAT.
Oh, the GOAT. We're talking the GOAT.
I don't know about that.
And I'll beat Steve to the question he always asks everybody. What do you do to get fired up before a match?
Have fun.
Have fun? Do you like have headphones on? Do you hear?
Recently, no, I haven't, but I kind of just mind like focus, and then I like to jump rope before a match, gets you warmed up and sweating. But recently, just having fun, especially having other girls at state this year with me, having Kia and Carly Greiner. It was just fun to see them wrestle and them have fun. So just having fun, really.
Good, soaking it in.
Yeah.
That's my
soaking
thing.
it in. It's my last year
Yeah.
that I won't ever be back there. Oh, I'll be back there, but not wrestling, anyways.
So you're painting the wall in the wrestling room. That's your big project right now.
Yeah.
And with 3-timers and 2-timers, state champs or just 2 times like qualified for state?
State champs.
Okay. So, and it's been a while since Sigourney's had a 2-time state champion.
So
I would say what, the Yoder boys?
So
I mean, how long ago
Paul
has it been?
Graham was a 2-timer in.
Maybe Ross Yoder?
No, I think it's Clark Yoder was a
Okay.
3-timer.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
Sorry if that's wrong, guys. I
No,
don't remember.
I think that's right.
Pretty sure that's right though. So yeah, I put on, since all of the names are already on the wall who's been a state champ. There's plenty of others. Those are just things I thought that they should be recognized for, being a 2-timer, a 3-timer, more like getting more than one state champion. So I felt like they need to be recognized just as much as I did. So I put it on the wall, like who was 2-timers and who was 3-timers.
Okay, it's all right. I'm just going random questions right now.
That's fine.
I'm big on like mental preparation. Let's say when you walk in the gym, you know you're going to win, right?
Yeah.
So, because I think a lot of times kids nowadays have such a lack of self-confidence, maybe, where
Very much
you
so,
know,
yes.
like when you walk into a gym, like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure I do this. If I don't do this, I'm not going to win. You know, so and you have every reason in the world to be self-confident.
Mm-hmm.
But how did you get there? Like, how did you get to the point where, like, when you walk on the mat, you know you're going to win?
So I've done this since I was 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 13 years. I remember. Well, yeah, something. Well, I was like 4 turning 5, and I just turned 18 today. So.
Oh, happy
birthday! So it's been, I think, 13 years since I've started, but mainly just knowing, believing in myself, because when I was younger, I didn't always have the strongest mindset, but as I grew older, it kind of just came with it. Like with the time, you'll get more mentally prepared, but also like pushing yourself in practices, making yourself become mentally prepared is a big thing. Wrestling, in my opinion, is 85 to 90% mentally toughness. So as long as you have that and you believe in yourself and you're confident, you normally wrestle well. You just have to believe in yourself. I feel like a lot of this younger generation is just like so scared to just go out there and wrestle and have fun, and they're just like, what if I lose? Well, if you lose, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody loses. just bounce back from it and keep trying.
Well, and I like to say, well, how do you know until you do it? So don't think about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
After, like at the end when you haven't even done it yet.
Yeah, that's so that's also another big thing that so like when it comes to state having like the bigger brackets, I was always told focus one match at a time. It doesn't matter if you make it to the finals, and don't worry about the finals now. Just worry about your match that's ahead of you. So you take it like one step at a time, wrestle your first match. If you win your first match, you go on, worry about the next one. If you lose, you go to the backside. You just focus on one match at a time.
And I love that analogy because one year when I was here coaching in Sigourney, I had stair steps in the locker room. I put it on the wall, and it was like each game. It's like, this is what game we're on here. Not here.
Yeah.
We're here, and we prepare the same for the worst team in the conference as we prepare for, well, the second best because we were the best, but the second best team in the conference. You prepare the same no matter what your opponent is, and having prepared, that makes you mentally ready. So if you put in the time before, like you said, put in the time before over and over and over again, then when you step onto that mat, step on that court, field, you're confident. And that comes through on your play too.
Another big thing that I think that comes into the confidence and things like that, like preparing for a match, not only being mentally tough, but being physically ready. You have to make sure you're warmed up and stuff. Otherwise, sometimes you just don't wrestle well.
Yeah, coming into junior high track season, that's a good point. Here I see him screwing around over there, and I was like, I'm supposed to be running a 100 in a minute. I'm like, well, maybe you should have warmed up a little bit. So very good point, everybody. Be physically as well as mentally ready to compete. And one more thing. I read the Gazette article before I came in here today, and so you have a stamp. So the brackets, and it's a big deal to put your name, the next one, and luckily a lot of places have it's just already. Like a magnet or something. But no, the wrestling, you have to write your name.
So with wrestling, they make you sign your name with a Sharpie or whatever marker it is. Junior year, I didn't sign mine at all. So for me, it wasn't that I didn't want to sign it. I would love to sign it. It's just my handwriting is so bad. It's really bad. I was like, you're not.
Artist.
I was like, you're not gonna be able to read this. So I was like, there's no point in me signing it. So instead, this year, we got a stamp from Temu. Thank you, Sonia, for that. Kia's mom bought it.
I love Temu.
And it just had my last name across it, and all we did was stamp it on there. It was so much easier. I didn't have to worry about it.
I think it's brilliant. That's a great idea. Absolutely brilliant.
Did you want to give a shout out to your high school coaches?
This year, so my high school coaches were Trevor Weeks from Keota. He came over and helped us girls. My dad stepped in this year and helped us out, and hopefully he'll be back next year. I think he will. I think he's bringing my little sister over here.
How old is your sister now?
She'll be a freshman next year.
Oh, here she comes.
So she'll be in high school. So we're hoping to get them over here to help out still. And then freshman and sophomore year, I just really want to thank Corey Vanden Heuvel for everything that he did during that time, along with Ryan Vanden Heuvel. They both helped me out tremendously during my high school career to get me where I needed to be. So, yeah.
Do you have a off-season partner? I mean, is it your sister, or do you wrestle against your dad?
I actually am a part of a club.
Good.
Seabolt Wrestling.
Yep.
Seabolt Women's Wrestling.
Ooh.
It's out of Muscatine right now. And so I have a lot of good partners up there. Even the girl I wrestled in the finals junior year, Sylvia, is up there. So me and her get to practice a lot. But, yeah, there's quite a few good girls up there. Yeah, and we're always looking for more girls.
Yeah. Awesome.
Going back to your coaches, I know we asked before we went on the air today, your dad had that fantastic suit at the state tournament.
Yeah.
What was the story behind that? Where did he find such a suit?
Well, I told Dad he had to wear a suit for finals, and he knew he did. And I said, and they were looking, and we're like, why don't you just go with yellow and black? Those are our colors. So they went on Amazon and found the yellow suit. It was all yellow for like $70, I think. I was like, so it's not bad. But we like to tell him that he looked like a banana because it was all yellow. I was like, you got like the good banana peel, but then he had a black shirt underneath. So I was like, it's like a rotten banana inside. So it was a good time.
I thought it was sweet. I totally would have wore it myself. I mean, that's legit suit. So you better keep it in the closet, and he's going to use it next 4 years for your sister.
Yeah. Right? maybe I'll have to get a yellow dress to match it.
Ooh.
I might be coming back to help coach.
Hey, that'd be cool.
That's the plan, at least at some point.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be quite the legacy here at Sigourney-Keota Wrestling. Trying to think what else. We got to take advantage of this time with Reanah.
I know.
I got it all day, guys.
Oh, okay.
Well,
do you have any...
what are your birthday plans?
I was going to say.
My birthday plans
for today?
Okay, well, I'm going to the bank to get my stuff transferred since I'm 18 now. I have to transfer it before I lose money or anything, so got to go do that. But basically just hanging out with my family and friends and stuff like that.
Is there a favorite place you go out to eat?
Nope.
Does your mom make you a special meal, or maybe Dad?
Cake, ice cream.
Dad's not here. Dad's in
That's
Arizona.
true.
Yeah.
No, but just hanging out with family. We might go bowling, or watch a movie or something, or go to the Trio in Oski since that's new. Go see what they got. And then we'll probably go out to eat somewhere. I'm not sure where. But yeah.
Good.
Awesome. And I was going to ask you at least one more question here. How long did it take you to do your hair this morning?
I don't know.
Look at that. That's fancy.
I was impressed. This is wash and go here, but
20 minutes. I don't know. When it comes to hair, I'm very slow because I just redo it and redo it and redo it until it looks good.
I'm assuming you did
cute.
not sleep with it like that last night.
No. I did this morning.
What do we call that? What is that? Like a half, I don't know.
It's a half up and down, but then it's like two buns. I don't know.
Is it a
I don't know.
It's kind of Princess Leia-ish.
Yeah, is it a bun mullet since it's short and
a bun mullet?
long and back and long and back. Bun up top, long and back.
I don't know. It's just a half up, half down with two space buns, I guess. I don't know.
Space bun. That's what.
Space bun.
I mean, these aren't really space buns, but it's okay.
They're
good enough.
I like it. I can't even put my hair in a ponytail, so without stuff sticking out.
Oh.
So I know it's bad.
It's okay. That's how mine is. It's so short that it just falls out, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Curly, and one just sticks out somewhere.
You got anything else for her, Jenny?
No, I just do want to say that congratulations.
Thank you.
So proud of you, and I know our whole community is so proud of you, and we're gonna keep tabs on you and wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. And thank you for serving our country.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'd love to have you back here on the show in the future sometime. Maybe during your college years, when you're back for Christmas break or whatever, you can pop in and give us an update on how things are going.
She has a gold medal around her.
Yeah. Oh, we should have had you bring in all your medals from state. I mean, I'm sure you.
I don't even know where they're at. My mom has them somewhere for.
Right there.
I
don't even know where they are.
My mom has them somewhere for graduation. I think.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to
safekeeping.
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine at your house how many trophies.
Oh my God!
Way medals.
Too many. Way too many. Like as we've gotten older, me and my family or me and my sister have all switched rooms throughout the year in the house. And my room actually has medals all the way around the top frame, or I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
It's not a baseboard, but it's the one on the top or whatever. I don't know.
We could call it trim.
Yeah, the trim. Yeah,
the trim is medals.
Yeah. There's all the way around. There's shelves
cool.
with them. I have a whole room that's just full of trophies.
I was gonna say
not even all of my medals are hung up. A lot of them are just sitting in a bucket because I don't know what to do with them.
I was privileged
the bucket.
one time to Jack Smith.
Mm-hmm.
invited me over to his house, and he showed me his trophy room.
It's fairly ginormous.
Let's just say there's a lot in there.
Yeah,
and it was like awesome. So you need like your own room. Like
maybe once I get my own house.
there you go.
That's not for a while yet.
That's gonna be like a whole finished basement. I mean, you don't need just a room. You need like a.
I hope not that many.
Well, it's been fun getting caught up with you, Reanah. I know it was, as we mentioned, especially during wrestling season, Saturday mornings just do not work out.
No, Saturday mornings are terrible.
Yeah,
normally.
for wrestlers to get in here for the show, so we always have to wait during either break or after the season's over. So appreciate you coming in this morning. Hope you have a great birthday.
Thank you. I'll try.
And maybe we'll get you back here in the future. Maybe we'll, like we were talking also, maybe we'll get you and your art on the morning show sometime.
Maybe.
Ooh, there we go.
That'd be fun before school. So Reanah Utterback hanging out with us this morning here on the sports section on Steve Shetler Media from Barnwired. Reanah, you are free to go. Have a great birthday. Let's take a break. Jenny and I will wrap it up after this.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Iowa Reanah is a sweet, fruity white wine from Tassel Ridge Winery with pear, apple, and apricot on the palate, and acid perfectly balanced by sweetness for a clean, lingering finish. You can serve it chilled as a before-dinner beverage, or just sip it by itself on a warm afternoon. Iowa Reanah is made from Reanah grapes grown in our vineyards in Mahaska County, Iowa. Tassel Ridge Reanah is available at several of our more than 350 retailers. If you don't see Reanah at your favorite retailer, ask the manager to get it for you.
All right, we are back here at Barnwired in Sigourney for the sports section. Again, we are live here every Saturday morning. You can come in for some coffee and some breakfast to get you going on your Saturday. Definitely a cooler day. We hit 84 degrees yesterday, Jenny. It warmed up, and then it got stormy.
You know what? I wore shorts all day yesterday.
Yeah.
And it felt amazing. I went to our greenhouse at school, and it was like 96 degrees in there. And I have baby goats at home, so I just sit out there and let them play. And anyway, it was a great day. A little chillier today.
So let's wrap this up. We'll do some Fran talk. How about Fran McCaffrey getting dismissed yesterday as the Iowa Hawkeyes basketball coach? 15 years he was the Iowa coach. He brought us out of the dark ages from Todd Licklider. I don't know, but we got to a certain level and just could never obviously get past that first weekend in the NCAA tournament when we did make it. What are your thoughts on Fran?
Well, number one, a lot of people were happy that, he's leaving. I'm on the side of, does Iowa need a new direction? Yes, probably. But you always feel bad when somebody gets fired. I mean, that's their livelihood. That's their job. Yep. And the other side of that is his players obviously loved him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so he must have been a good guy, put it that way. And a lot of people said he's just a nice, sweetheart guy. But you do get to a point where, we do maybe need a little injection into the program. And I really thought he probably knew that last game that he wasn't going to be back. Yeah. So hence why he made the exit he did. But
I thought it was really weird timing because Iowa was still within reach. It was 69-60, and then he got the double technical and got booted. But it was a weird timing in the game to to get the technical. I don't know what he said to get it, because Iowa still could have possibly have gotten back in that game real quick.
And I think to me as a coach, one technical, sometimes that gets your team fired up and, gets the momentum going maybe back into your favor. But then that second one and, leaving that's always tough for a team to recover, because that's a lot of free throws and the ball. But, and speaking of Licklider, and I just saw Steve Prohm, who coached at Iowa State, who did not succeed at Iowa State. He went back to Murray State where he was successful. That's why he got the Iowa State job. And they let him go. Yep. So he just never recaptured. And it's all about recruiting. Freeman, getting hurt this year, that did not help.
Yep.
Especially with NIL and the portal. And I think it's going to be harder for coaches to, stick around. Let's look at North Carolina, and Herbert Davis.
Yep.
They did not have a good year. I mean, they haven't had a good year since they won the national title several years ago. So is he on the chopping block? So I think with all the money involved now and portal, I think it's going to be harder to be a coach. And well,
it's hard to get players to stick around for 4 years. I mean, when big money's involved for the coaches, it's and expectations are, you need to recruit, you need to use the portal, you need to use the NIL money. So it's harder to keep players around, it's harder to keep coaches around. So
well, and as a coach, you have to walk on eggshells to keep your players there.
Yeah.
I mean, can you coach them hard?
Yeah.
If you coach them hard, which before heck, freshmen weren't even eligible, until the 80s. So, I mean, you could coach them hard and get that out of them. But now I think you have to walk on eggshells, and maybe that leads to a less disciplined team.
Sure.
Because you don't want them to leave. So I think it's changed the dynamic especially from a coaching point of view. From a fan's point of view, though, I mean, who knows who's going to win the national championship this year?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
could be anybody.
It could be anybody. So if you like parity in college basketball, the portal and NIL has really, really changed that. And I know you brought up Jared DeVries coming back.
Sure.
When I saw a caption about him at West Virginia. West Virginia has more NIL money available. I mean, their collective is more powerful than the Swarm. They love basketball. I mean, they could, the drive from Des Moines isn't too long on a Friday night type thing, where the Iowa men have not drawn for years now.
Yeah.
Which is sad because, again, I'm a Georgia Reveling, Tom Davis.
Yes.
Love when growing up, I couldn't get a ticket. I mean, it was like, unless you were season ticket holders, you could not go to a game. You couldn't go to a football game. You couldn't go to a basketball game. Luckily, my aunt and uncle and I were season ticket holders, so I got to go to a couple games. But I don't know. I just think the dynamic is so different now.
And I think you meant Darian DeVries and not Jared DeVries.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not the former NFL player. My bad.
But no, I think I wasn't when Licklider was here. You were happy to see him go because he had taken Iowa to depths not seen
and another
in quite
nice
a while.
guy, but I thought he was too nice.
You were happy to see him go.
Yes.
With McCaffrey, I'm not necessarily happy. I'm not happy to see him go. I think he was again. He brought Iowa out of those dark ages. But it was time. Mm-hmm. It was definitely time. And as you mentioned, the attendance had dipped to really, really, really bad. I mean, they were averaging less than a third of the arena being filled up, and you just can't have that.
And it's always not a good look when, for example, the women are sold out every game and the men are not. I mean, you want both of them sold out.
You expect the
every
men's
game.
Program to have.
You do.
Generally, historically.
Yes, historically.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, and I think, let's Kirk Ferentz, too. Is it time?
Yeah.
I mean, you're still gonna like, okay, he was, well, to me, Hayden Fry is the greatest coach of all time, but, obviously he's second. You hate to see him go, but does he need to go type thing?
Yeah. Well,
so,
and I saw another thing, and we're just rambling here.
Oh, we
can.
are. Exactly.
I saw something on somebody in the sports world said that with Beth Getz as the AD, I mean, she's not Gary Barta where she's going to hand out a 3-year extension just for having a mediocre year. I mean, Fran and Kirk have had it made with Barta and his wheeling and dealing. He's just giving out free money. I think those days are over for the coaches where you are going to earn your money or you're not going to stick around.
Yeah, and that's the way really it should be. College sports is a business, and we hate to say that, just like pro sports is a business, but you have to fill the arena. I mean, it takes a lot of money.
And wins.
Yes, it takes a lot of money to run a sports program. And so, for example, Ohio State winning the national championship football, that benefits Iowa, luckily.
Yeah.
Because they're in the Big Ten. So, however many teams are in the Big Ten now, I don't even know, 18.
A billion.
They split all that money with Ohio State because the big joke was since Notre Dame isn't in a conference, I mean, they got that $20 million all themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas Ohio State, gets maybe $1 million of it because you have to split with everybody. But yes, you have to put people in the seats, else you're gone.
Yep. That's what it's all. It's all about the money.
It
Bottom
is.
line.
I know. It is. It is.
Right. Well, Jenny, it's been fun. I know next week we've got, and I hope I say her name right, Aaliyah Cooper.
Okay. Yeah.
From HLV
Awesome.
TC Track. Now she's been doing a bunch of. She does like national track stuff.
Oh,
and she's
good.
been really successful here already this year. I know she went somewhere. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we've got Aaliyah Cooper from HLV TC Track coming in next week. We'll get some other great guests lined up. But we thank Trenton Hol from North Mahaska Shooting. We thank Reanah Utterback from Sigourney-Keota Wrestling for hanging out with us this morning. And, of course, we thank all of our sponsors for making this show possible. And Jenny for being our springtime host. All right, I think that does it for this week.
All right.
Jenny, have a great week, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Thank you, Steve.
We thank Barn Wired for being our host venue and our headliner on the sports section here Saturday mornings on Steve Shetler Media.